Okay, so today I'm just gonna kind of review and talk about my short course season because it's just finished in December with Winter Nationals at Wales, and basically just talk about how I improved, if I adapted to my new training of 20 plus hours a week, 9 sessions, and yeah. So I think it was very difficult for me at the start of the season because I wasn't used to. I was doing about six sessions on average, I would say. So it was a big increase of like 50%. So I definitely struggled, but good coaching, and it was like it was the atmosphere was really serious. Like I knew that I had to go training. It wasn't there was no real option to not go. So that made it a bit easier. Um, I was also really motivated and looking forward to the start of the season because I thought if I've got good coaches and I'm training more, I'll improve. So that definitely helped at the start as well. My first gala was East Midlands Short Course Championships. So that was a regionals. Um, I didn't swim as fast as I thought I would. I was hitting about 2:24 in the finals on my 200 breast. So that was 3 seconds off my PB. I hit a 1:05 in the 100 breast, so 2 seconds ish off my PB of 1:03. And then I also hit a 30 in the 50 breast, which was about a second off my PB. So I wasn't really impressed, but it was good signs because as my coaches and other swimmers made clear, it takes a while to adapt, and I'd only had a few weeks of adapting to the increased training load, so it makes sense that I wasn't ready in racing shape yet. Then my next gala was Bucks with the uni team, which, as good fun as it was the whole weekend, going up Sheffield, I swam pretty horribly. I was 2:31 on my 200 breast, so I was 10 seconds off. At my 100, I was, I think, 1:05 again, and 50 in my individual, I was 30 again. So I think maybe I was ill at part of the weekend, but really, I just didn't get much right. Didn't get my nutrition right. Probably wasn't hydrated enough. Yeah, I wasn't, and I was just really tired. It had been a heavy week at training. So yeah, it just didn't really work out. And this was a bit of a confidence hit because I kind of thought, to be that far off some of my times, especially the 200, especially because I was doing a lot of distance training. So I thought I would be fitter for the longer distance, but clearly not in that 200 breast. So then, as training gradually reduced into taper, before we officially started taper, we had time trials. So I was already feeling a lot more energetic because we were doing less training, less mileage in training, still the same amount of sessions, but just less swimming overall. And then also I got my new pair of racing trunks, which definitely helped. So I did the 200 IM and 250 breaststrokes, like almost back to back. In the 200 IM, I got 2:11 and my PB was 2:09, so I was happy with that. That was kind of show that my fitness was where it needed to be at that point. And then in my 50 breast, I went, I think, mid 29 and then low 30. And I messed up my turn on both of those swims, which doesn't sound like a good thing, but it showed me that if I got it right in 2 weeks' time, I could definitely go faster. So I was actually really happy with that weekend. And I felt like it put me into a good place going into taper. I'm in my third closest lane to the camera. Okay, so now after all this taper, we finally get to my national meet, which was at Wales in Swansea. So this is first I had my 50 breaststroke on my Friday, which I went 28.92 in the heat, which was a PB on my current personal best of 29.25. So that set me up really well for the 100 breast, which I'm swimming here. In this, I managed to get a 102.98, which was a big PB on my 103.8, which was my current PB. So again, that set me up nicely going into the 200 breast on the Sunday. And in the 200 breast, in the final, I managed to get a 219, low 219, whereas my PB had been 221. So I got PBs in all three of my events at Nationals, so I was really happy with that. And it showed that not only had I technically improved, all my turns were quicker and more efficient, but I had gotten stronger and my endurance had gotten better throughout the season. So basically, I got better at everything in short course season. So it's got me excited for long course season, and hopefully I can try and match some of my progress.